so y'all already know I get straight into it. This is the pasta that I'll be using today. Welcome to Misha's Corner. You already know who I am, okay? The girl that seasons all her food. That's me, all right? But this is the cheese that I'll be using today. Of course, you already know, use the cheese that you prefer. Only thing I suggest is to grate your own cheese. That's my only suggestion. Other than that, I don't care which cheese you use, child. I have some garlic here. I'm actually going to grate this garlic for a little something in the back. I mean, I guess it could be optional, but you know, I switch it up every time I make mac and cheese on this channel. Like literally, I have at least 12 different variations of mac and cheese on this channel, including the southern, you know, baked one with the eggs and all that. I got several, so I'll make sure I list them below. The little pieces of garlic that end up being on top because you can't really grate it all the way down, I'm gonna drop those in the water for extra flavor. It's probably not gonna do much, but I don't waste nothing around here, honey. Okay, them little pieces, them little bits and piecey things, drop it right in the water. So to the water, I'm gonna season it with some Maggi. You can use chicken bouillon powder, that works as well. I'm not making a big giant pan of mac, so I only use a little under the 1 pound box of pasta, and you want to mix it up, cook it to your desired doneness. I cook it 2 minutes under the required cooking time because it is going into the oven. So yeah, so now I'm melting down 2 tablespoons of butter to my 2 tablespoons of flour. You know how this goes. To my newcomers, y'all good, y'all got this, because it's always in my description box. Anything you need is in my description box. Okay, so you want to mix this up, but not for too long, maybe 45 seconds. This is mac and cheese, you're not making gravy, so you don't want it to be dark at all. All right, so now I'm gonna add my half and half. No, you already know half and half to me better than every cream. The every cream make it too thick, too heavy. I don't like it, so I'm gonna use half and half. If I have half and half, I'm gonna use milk. So now you want to mix it up. I use half at first, you know, to get everything in the zhuzh, and then I add the rest of the bottle, and it's always spot on. Yeah, I'm find one whisk. See the whisk there? You know me, I look for the whisk from the beginning, but I couldn't find it. But I'm gonna find one whisk. So here go the whisk, ready to go. So you want to mix the milk into the flour and butter mixture, and we're gonna move on. All right, so now y'all gonna season it. So I'm gonna add the garlic that I grated earlier, and then I'm also gonna season this up. I don't put piles and piles of seasoning when I make mac and cheese. There's no point in that. You're using all that cheese that has flavor. You don't need to. I use hot sweat, a little salt and pepper, and I just keep it simple because I like the natural flavors. I don't pile a bunch of stuff in here, but you can if you know you want to put some smoked paprika, whatever. I do shave a little bit of nutmeg because you already know when you make a bechamel, you need like a little think of nutmeg. It doesn't taste like nutmeg. It just gives you that little something in the back. You don't even notice it's there. It just adds flavor in the back. Okay, don't be afraid. You cannot ruin this. It's super simple. And so now I'm gonna add about a 1/3 cup of the pasta water to thin it out a bit because I don't want it super thick. Okay, I don't want it super thick because it has to go in the oven. And once I added that, it was perfect. And now I'm gonna add all the cheese. So you want to add all the cheese down in here. Well, I did grate only half a block of the pepper jack and the Gruyère, and then most of the cheddar, and that's what I used. Y'all, I don't even know where this energy came from today that I'm actually standing up and cooking like this. It's been a minute. It's been a minute that I've actually like made like a full-on meal to show you guys. So this is how the cheese sauce looks, and it was just perfect and good to go. And now we're just going to put it all together. So this is the pasta here, nice and cooked, and now I'm gonna put the cheese sauce. Like, ooh, look at the pepper jack, the black pepper. You literally could see it. I told y'all I don't play games with y'all. Okay, my always are short. Oh no, some can't cook, so make sure to share the video. so now you already know you just cover the top with a little more cheese. I didn't overdo it. It's already like tons of cheese in here, but you know we want that golden top. So you put a little on top, no biggie. And then I'm going to put it to the side because your girl, you know, y'all know my brain cloudy, child. I forgot to turn the oven on. The oven ain't even on. So while that's waiting, I found 2 measly pieces of bacon in the refrigerator. Two pieces of bacon. I said, oh, I'll add that to my green beans. Look at Peanut Daddy walking in the background. But anyway, now I'm just going to remove the bacon once it's done. That was so unprofessional. But ignore me, y'all. I'm going to add some butter to the bacon fat to get everything nice and yummy. And now I'm going to add these green beans. I love getting these green beans from the Aldi grocery store. I just wish they didn't wrap everything in like so much plastic, you know, but other than that, I love me some Aldi, you know. So here it goes. I put it down in there after I gave it a good rinse, and I'm gonna coat it with the butter and bacon fat and just show it some love, pretty much. Now here you can season this however you want to. Your girl kept it simple. So after I coated it with the bacon fat, gotta get it all comfy up in there and everything, then I started to season it. So I'm going to use some Slap Your Mamas, some black pepper, and some granulated garlic. Again, use what you want. I kept it simple. The mac and cheese has a lot going on. And, you know, we're also making salmon today, so I kept it pretty simple. So I liberally seasoned it with granulated garlic, some pepper, and Slap Your Mama. And I mixed it up, and I let it cook for another 5 minutes. After another 5 minutes, I added my garlic, peppers, and onions because it was given boring as far as like, you know, you eat with your eyes first. And so I added that. And then I mixed this right in there, got it all good and zhuzhed up and ready to go. Use whatever color peppers. You don't have onions, use shallots. And I was sad because, y'all, I couldn't find no shallots nowhere. Y'all know I don't be using onions like that. I love me some shallots. But I use, you know, onions. So this is a Swiss that I'll be using on the salmon today, keeping it simple. I didn't know how long I had energy to be standing in this kitchen and cooking. And so I decided to get some help from the grocery store because I was like, let me hurry up. So I'm using this spice right here. This is all I'm using with a little oil. And I'm actually going to air fry this. You don't have an air fryer? Pop it in the oven. You ain't got an oven? Do it on the stovetop. Just period. Like, don't be letting this stuff stress you, okay? Don't let it stress you. Drizzled it with some oil, rubbed it in, and now I'm going to pop them into the air fryer. All right, so I have my salmon in the air fryer, and I'm going to get that going, and now I'm going to check on the green beans. So the green beans are right here. Remember the 2 little strips of bacon. You want to add that back. Of course, you could add lots more bacon if you prefer. Again, I only had 2 measly strips in my refrigerator, and that's what I used. But it was fine because of the bacon fat, the butter, everything. It was just delicious. Mix it up, and it's pretty much done. It's up to you how far you want to take your green beans. I don't like soggy green beans. These were they still had a nice snap to them, and they were good for me to go, but you could continue cooking it until you get your desired doneness. All right, so this is the salmon now. After 5 minutes, this how it look. Don't cook your salmon forever. You know, salmon no cook out the salmon till the salmon dry. 5 minutes, then you add the sauce. Another 5 minutes, it done. If that. All right. So now look on the mac and cheese. Now, who are the mac and cheese queen? Who are the mac and cheese queen? Okay. Remember all my other mac and cheese recipes. If you don't like this one, you like a more thicker one, the southern one with the eggs, I got you. I'm gonna list it below. This is a salmon, complete cook time. I only did mine for 9 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. My salmon pieces were small and they were room temp, so they cooked pretty fast. Right, so let's plate this up. Look how creamy and cheesy this looks. Betty Crocker, hey Betty Crocker, don't come over here. Wait, Betty Crocker made mac and cheese? Oh Lord, don't Betty Crocker make cake? Well, y'all know what I'm saying. Well, whoever made mac and cheese, y'all knew what I meant, okay? forgive me today. And as a matter of fact, be happy for me today, because this is probably one of the most decent days I've had in several months, you guys. Like, several months. Being in a funk and crying and being sad and depressed is not fun. And just forgive me this one time. I'll try to be more professional the remainder of this video. But this is how the plate looks. Fresh, clean, delicious, creamy mac and cheese, snappy green beans with bacon, peppers, onions, the salmon with the sweet chili Swiss, just delicious. This is my plate. Mine was, of course, was smaller than my, penis dad. The salmon is perfect, nice and moist. Again, do not overcook your salmon. This is the perfect bite. Y'all always say I don't give y'all nothing. Open your mouth. Here you go. Thank you guys so much for your support. I love you for your support. And thank you for watching. I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.